That's my fault. Continue.
Okay, so I'm saying at the end of the day, I mean we're still proud, but what I have taken away from this election is that guess what happened? Even though we are celebrating independence and the this and the that and the whole works or whatever, we still lost
Emancipendence
as
that
a
bad.
people.
Emancipendence that bad.
Exactly. We still lost, my friend. We still lost. You understand me? And it makes me feel so sad to know that this will happen. In this day and age,
True,
there are people
man.
who aren't able to reason. Listen, I'm not really talk to Labour right more than saying because guess what happened? When you try to show them facts, them start talk about PNP 18 years and this and
Be a
that.
fast
Listen,
them
we're
going.
now in 2025. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, come on, we need to move away from that, man. We
And
have to
one
move
more.
away from that. And I'm really, really surprised that the message that was being put out there, persons did not garner it. And even if they weren't sure, there were mediums for them to look at these different information and understand what
I
was
think
taking place.
you know what I think happened, Kiki.
Yeah,
I think that they did not listen.
I think so.
I think their ignorance got the best of them, and they did not listen because there's no way that they were listening to the People's National Party's conferences, the manifesto. They did. I mean, it was the campaign. Like the last thing where they might have not heard was the
Right,
$3.5 million threshold increase
right,
because that came almost close to the
right.
election day.
Like a week into the election.
Yeah, but
Right.
all of the other plans, them for education, the ride. I mean, did they listen to the budget? Like, I don't understand what is going on, bro.
But Bolo,
Did
that's what
they
I'm
listen
saying
to
to
the
you that
budget
people didn't
presentation?
listen. They didn't. They
Yeah,
didn't. You
But,
understand me?
And the
this
style
is
and the style where
this
Andrew
this
use
is the
from
thing,
them.
you know. The time when them enough people get up for come cuss you and
hold
say,
Yeah.
on the
oh man,
Delta, hold on
holy,
the
yeah.
Delta. Metro, they up here for a long time and I get
Oh,
to talk.
alright.
Metro, unmute your mic. Me know, some music. They depend on Metro. Open it in on the music right now, cause I'm gonna drop you. Metro, unmute your mic, Metro. Me just invite you to unmute your mic and whatever. Me try again. Alright, go through Delta, cause I don't know what going on with Metro.
Yeah, what me I said, enough people the time when them get for a compound people life and a cuss you and all of this and I said that. Then for take the time and go do them research and read. You understand? The man, them put the manifesto in a audio, them put it in a everywhere. For
Brother,
you get it
them even put it in a
right in your hand.
patois. Them
Yeah,
even
Yeah.
put
yeah,
it in a
yeah,
patois.
them put it in
That
a, them
was
put it,
so
them
revolutionary.
deliver it on a platter gear and say,
Oh
yo,
my
see it here.
God.
We
Yeah. For
can,
real,
this
Nico,
is
for
what me
real.
have for you.
Yeah.
And you don't even take the time out and say, bombard, rent one. John was telling me, I come out of Miss Merle house, you know, and go another house, you know, and continue pay me rent, you know, until me can qualify to own the house. Me are the first one for make me picnic. You know, my picnic can get for go to college. Ray. Bro, me I say, yo,
Somebody say, if you guys invited me, I'll talk y'all some sense. That means say you
brother,
don't recognize how much sense we are talking about, so that means say
Exactly,
me.
but not
brother,
only that. Look, but not only that, Bola. Sorry to interrupt you, Dita, but listen. This person is also saying that he gave 500 persons job under the Jamaica Labour Party government. And if you are kudos to you if you are able to do that. Nobody is disputing what persons because I am not against persons going home with more money in order for to benefit their families. So you are saying that under the JLP you are able to do that. I'm sure that there are persons who would have done that under Porter Simpson Miller, under PJ, under
Listen,
Michael Manley. So what
Lady
you are saying
Kiki,
really doesn't make no
Lady
sense.
Kiki, this is
Yeah.
what I've realized about the labor right them, the dieted labor right them that support corruption. They are
Yeah.
selfish. They don't think
Yeah.
about the benefit of the nation. Once
Yeah.
for them pocket full and them pot a boy like them prime minister, them good.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care about their neighbors.
Yo, the
The
man come in
Jamaican
2 days
people.
before election.
I've said this multiple times. I want to live in a place where everybody else is richer than me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to be around a bunch of poor people.
No.
Let me be the one that is not have as much as them. Trust me, I'm gonna be good.
Yeah. You want to be in
Alright?
the winner's circle. You want
I
to be in
want
the
to be
winner's
the one in the
circle.
room that has the least amount of knowledge. I want to be the one in the room that has the least amount of resources. I'm going to learn from those people and I'm going
Exactly.
to elevate and rise.
Employ
So when they're
yourself.
in an environment, all these garrisons we see them have people who don't realize the people that live in a garrison. You guys have been set up. You guys have been set up to
Bolo,
one.
Skilly was saying something, Bolo.
Yeah, when I get to him, to one either self-destruct or perpetuate other self-destruction. Go through Silky. Silky. Yo, I went there. In a muted. In signal bad.
Okay.
Him signal bad. That's why we not hear him. Yeah,
Yo,
yo.
yeah,
Yeah.
you see, you see, me hear Isaac say, yo, I'm tired of the beard in a bucket thing. And for a fact, a full-time Jamaica for have water and running at your house.
Achoo.
Yo, a man can come through a buckle of grammar zone in your tank, you know. I hear
Brother,
no and get rid of you, know, brother.
brother in the ear with the people, the vice note up at East Portland. Where the
Yeah,
man,
me
where the
hear
man
it.
say, a bomb him a go bomb up the place to contaminate the water. Then if him have in mind, if he bomb up
That.
somewhere, what else he would I do?
Yeah.
You
Yo,
understand? Dangerous.
yo, me I tell you say, yo, Andrew Wellness, pollute the people, him desecrate the Labour Party, bro.
Yeah, man.
Bro, the man, yo, and nobody no did it, no big enough car, none of the whole of them corrupt, none of them no say, yo, watch ya. You about them fool in this shine, yo, stop it. You understand?
Hold on there.
Oh,
Hey, Sassy.
Hey, yo.
Hey, what's up?
So I want to put it into that work, right? You see, the rich people too, they have a problem with white folks. Because I personally have friends, they're business people.
Yeah.
And he says to me, one of his close business partners is white. And he say, no want no white man to run Jamaica. Them
Oh,
not
so
support no white man to
you're,
come back in.
you're saying that there are rich people in Jamaica that have the same mentality. They don't want a white man running Jamaica,
Exactly.
so they don't support Mark Golding. Okay.
No.
Mm. Hold on there, bro. Hold on there. Hold on there. Hold on there.
And that's my
Let's show.
personal friend, and I was so pissed. I blanked him. As a matter of fact, when he called me or sent me a message, I don't respond to him.
Okay. All right. Thanks for
Because
that.
I thought that was just people just don't have understanding, I find.
Yeah.
Some people lose them sense of thought.
Right. Right. All right.
So yeah, my sister.
All right. Appreciate you, sweetie.
Yeah, love.
All
Later.
right. Well, come on. All right. Me have to manage your audio them in a bro, cause me record.
Yeah, love.
Yeah.
Later.
Go ahead. All right. Me have to manage your audio them in a bro, cause me record. Go ahead now.
but why you want to come to why people
But the
want to go
white
to
man around.
America,
That's
Canada,
funny.
UK,
That's
and
a
all of
great
these
question.
countries and
That's
majority
a
white
great
people
question. With the
go?
white man around.
Why?
That's
Right?
funny.
But why?
That's a great
Yeah.
question.
Why?
That's a great
Why?
question. That is a
Yeah.
great question. That
Yeah.
is a great
Me no see, me
question.
no see, me no
Wow.
see.
Yeah.
Yo, me I
Denzel
tell you say
Washington
Labour
was the
Party
one that
pollute
was
the people in mind
campaigning the
with
most.
that in them head.
Yeah. Everett
Just
Wilmington was the
from
one
in a
that was
parliament them
campaigning
do
on it
it,
the
bro.
most.
Yo, me I tell you say, yo,
Exactly.
it's
I read
like a
that, bro.
stain pan a white, bro. It just can't come out, my youth.
Nasty. I don't lie. I read that,
Bro, me I tell
bro.
you say, yo, me I talk to friend. Me I talk to friend before the election week, my youth. And the man ask me say, yo, then the man then a white man. Because I
Brother,
was
Crazy.
let me
spread.
tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
The man, me I say, my youth,
People
really?
are people, no matter the color.
Really,
Brother,
my youth?
let me tell you
I
something.
have met people in different
People are people, no
ethnicities,
matter the color.
and
And
I've
I'm
seen the
telling you,
best and the
I have
worst.
met people
And you have some white
in
people.
different
I don't know
ethnicities,
whether
and I've
what kind
seen
of
the
love
best
as
and the worst of
Jamaicans
them.
like.
And you
Brother,
have some white people
sometimes I
where
wonder if they
me don't
love
know what kind of love they have for
surpass
Jamaica. So like, brother,
black people in Jamaica.
sometimes I wonder
When
if
I
they
talk about
love
the love and the respect for the
surpass
culture,
even
you
black
know
people are
normal.
Jamaican.
You
When
know
I talk about
normal.
the love and the
So when we
respect
see
for the
people that
culture,
try to use this color thing,
in a normal.
I see
In a
Mark
normal, bro.
Golding.
So when me see
He has
people that try
mentioned
to
me
use this color
the
thing,
love
I
and
see Mark
the
Golding.
dedication
He has
that
proven
he
to me
has
the love and
for
and
this
and, and
country.
the and the
Everybody,
dedication
not
that he
JLP
has
or PNP, everybody
for
improved
this
it to me.
country
He's
and the people.
genuine,
Everybody,
and it's
not
unfortunate
JLP or
that
PNP.
these people that are
Everybody
spiritually
improve it to me.
blind
He's genuine. And it's unfortunate that these people that are spiritually blind and dunce as well and blind by their hatred in terms of skin color cannot see the metal of the man that Mark Golding is. It's quite unfortunate, and we have dropped the ball. If that is the reason why so many people did not vote for Mark Golding, we have dropped the ball. We have absolutely dropped the ball. And we're gonna suffer for it. We're gonna suffer.
One quick point before I come down, Bolo. I didn't watch the press conference in its entirety, but I caught a part of it where this guy from Nationwide was saying to Mark that previous leaders being defeated would have stepped down, and what is his take on not stepping down? And I'm saying that question was filled with so many. I don't want to use certain terms, but it was just unethical of that person to ask him that.
And distasteful.
And distasteful, because you're going to be saying other persons did step down, but at the end of the day, if it is that persons are of the opinion that, okay, you guys are going to ask Marky to step down so we can pull you to shreds out, it's not going to happen because PNP is not at that place anymore. You understand what I'm saying?
But Lady Kiki, the question was based off an inaccurate assertion that all of the persons that lost stepped down. Siaga never stepped down when they lose. How much time is Siaga lose?
I love how Dayton answer him. I love how Dayton answer him.
God, man.
Dayton just in punch.
1 hour, brother. 1 hour, me park up and I listen to live. I listen to live. Yo.
Play
that part there. That part was sweet, me.
No, hey, me I tell you, say, yo, me realize that that's why them fighting me, no man, yo.
Yes,
yo.
I real thing.
Yo, me say, me I say, Dayton always the on point and him know what to tell you. You understand? Yeah, man. He's a brother, man. Him critical brother, man. Yo, him critical thinking. And him know where anything you come with negative, the man have the right answer for you.
When me hear just for the man, me say, yeah, one in my head. Yeah, what else you have to ask him?
Yo, we're gonna play it right now.
Play it, my friend, play it. Oh my God.
Just two more, one for Anthony Hilton and one for you, Mr. Golding. Mr. Hilton, you put forward the suggestion comparing Jamaica's electoral process to that of Guyana, which has a history now of concerns about the process, whereas here in Jamaica we had the OAS, CARICOM as well as CAFE all suggesting that the elections were free of harassment, free of intimidation or any other irregularities, so far as going as to commending us in terms of our conduct here and to put forward Jamaica as a model that the Caribbean can follow. Isn't that a bit out of sorts in terms of that assessment by you in terms of irregularities? And to you, Mr. Golding, your predecessors have all offered their resignations to the wider party following an election loss. Will you not do the same, or will you simply take up your...
That is a lie. That is a lie. Predecessors before did not just resign. That is a lie. But let's continue.
Yeah.
As opposition leader going into the parliament.
Let me no, Tandy. If you saw in full force, they can't. Oh yes, we're
May I
going
go to
to add something to that before the leader answers the next question. I think we've been very responsible as a party. I think we've been very responsible. Nationwide carried a story that Cafe said that 21% of the persons at the polling station at 5 o'clock were not allowed to vote. We could easily have created a story with that to suggest that those persons would have voted for us and it would have changed the outcome of the elections. We didn't. We waited for good information, right? For additional information, and we have seen where over the last 2 days, the ECJ has refuted what was carried as to what Cafe had said, and then since that, Cafe today in the paper is clarifying that that did not actually take place. So I believe the comment that was made as well was not necessarily comparing the electoral systems in the two countries, but about the report that came out of the election. So I don't know how you got to the point of comparing the two electoral systems. You were speaking to the report that came out and said that there are similarities that we have seen the same thing here. Cafe, CARICOM and other OAS, other persons that came here would not have been out in the field to see that $100,000 was offered to an indoor agent not to work, or offered to a cluster manager to give me the canvas of this party. They would not have seen that. They would not have seen what took place in the field. They would have been at the polling station, right? They would not have seen the night before that somebody was offered money to dip their finger in ink and therefore can't show up to the polling station. They would not have seen where we saw some persons, MPs, trying to separate people into lines as to who we are going to vote for. Totally inappropriate, right? From a high-ranking member of the Jamaica Labour Party. So the issues that we are bringing forward here are things that we have contemplated on, we've heard about, and not just anecdotal things, but things that we can say, these based on the reports that we've gotten. And there's additional work to do, but there is sufficient evidence to speak to it at this point to suggest that there was indeed an attempt to suppress the votes. Remember that we did run a campaign, where the last credible poll that came up before the election had us ahead by 3 percentage points. Right? Not like the one from Nationwide that said we're 13 points behind. That was totally fraudulent. Right? And if you look at the outcome of the elections, it was within 1%, as in the popular vote. So it was within that margin of error. And that is after all the suppression that took place by the Labour Party and the delayed voting by the ECJ that caused persons to leave the polling station and not being able to participate.
In relation to, well, first of all, I'm not aware of any historic precedent of which you speak. There have been instances where party leaders have offered their resignation. There have been instances where they haven't, to my knowledge. I serve at the pleasure of the party, and I'm happy to continue to serve in the capacity as leader for as long as the party wants me to. And thus far, all of the MPs who have been elected, all 28, other than one who's overseas traveling, have signed a letter confirming that they have confidence in me and want me to be the leader of the opposition. And that's where it is right now.
If I may add, again, if I may just add something to that. Mm-hmm. I want for us not to mislead the public with some of the statements. There are some things that have been said in the public space that are just not true. Yeah. Andrew Holness was defeated by Portia Simpson Miller in 2011. Six persons have forgotten that. Yeah. He did not resign, nor did he offer any resignation. He stayed there. He did not even make public the appraisal committee report that was done. Right? 10 of the 21 MPs signed a no confidence in him. He's the one that saved himself with his casting vote. I also hear persons saying that it's historic, unprecedented, this third term. When they say one complain about the PNP being in office for 18 years, the PNP has won 4 consecutive elections in Jamaica. So what is historic? It's historic for the JLP that they have won 3 elections. It's not historic for Jamaica. PJ Patterson won in 93, 97, and 2002. Why do we continue to mislead the public in this vulgar manner?
Yeah.
We lead out in a father.
Hey, we don't know if he asked no more questions after that. Did he ask any other questions after?
Yeah, man, one next question then we may go play. This is important because the brother will ask a question. He might ask a question from one good place and he give an opportunity for Dr. Dayton Campbell to add some more as well. So make we listen to this.
I just heard what you said. It's one thing to be endorsed by the party and have the party's confidence. But do you yourself, do you want to lead the party? And then secondly, I'd like to follow up and saying, you don't really want to, as a party, enter another period of fractiousness, intimacy, warfare that splinters the party. I think you've been an MP since 2017. 2017, beg your pardon. You brought the party back. It seems united. You fell short. You've doubled your seats. I mean, that I think will go down in history. But do you want to lead the charge? It's all very well being endorsed. You seem to have a good support team around you. But in your heart of hearts, do you want to lead the charge going forward? And secondly, I'd say that you seem to have a deep bench, both in the lower house. What are your plans for the upper house? A lot of bright people around, a lot of people who can take positions. How do you want to lead them and how do you want to deploy them?
Well, I'm not going to comment on the composition of the Senate, which is, you'll hear more very shortly on that. In terms of my own personal aspirations, Al, I feel a continued commitment to my country, Jamaica, where I was born, and where I've lived all of my life other than when I studied abroad, and which has been very good to me, and which my parents instilled in me a sense of service to the people of Jamaica. And I am willing to continue and plan to continue to serve my country through the political process as leader of the People's National Party, moving ahead going forward from the significant achievements that we have managed to garner in these elections to a victorious result next time round. And as I said, I serve at the will of the party. And so as long as the party has confidence in me to continue, I will be here.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I hope it was informative, and have a great day.
Oh man, something else did it, man.
Of the 21 MPs
MP since 2000.
within that margin of error, and that is after a cafe, CARICOM, and other way.
Well, I guess that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But
But
man
that's
answer a question with the heart, bro. Man
Uh,
answer a question with the heart.
Yes.
Man say the people are confident in him. The man not try to fight feet.
Yeah.
yeah.
You understand? You can
Yeah.
see the difference within a
The way
person.
how Mark going is, you know, as soon as the party has no confidence in him, he's not the type to try to stay.
No.
If he's not welcome, he's not staying. You understand? So it's the candidates within the People's National Party that he has won over their respect.
I mean, better the man natural, like the man, as me I say, people for learn to see through people from way out. You can't supposed to can't see that.
Yeah.
You understand? You're supposed to can't see that in a human being. I'm gonna see how people then vote for Andrew. Me say thing to the core.
Brother, I don't see it
Oh
either.
my God. I beg to second that.
Lady K, seriously. How them
Yo, the debate alone, me could have voted for that man. You can't see it from the man say this boy is not a good youth.
Bully.
you know
But somebody is asking about the Rasta part. I don't know what they're referring to.
oh the question the Rasta brother they ask. You know say true. Hold on there. Hold
The
on there.
secretary is asking about that.
Elected, all 28 other than one who's overseas traveling have signed.
Appraisal committee report that was done. I also hear persons say
Be in the party. And then secondly, I'd like to follow up.
similarities, responsible as a party.
So my advice is that what any other organization that participate, the EU focus, and I urge you, and I think you have read the EU report, and if you have, then you'll see that they commented on some other aspects of it, much of which we saw in full force here in Jamaica. The issue that we believe
Oh,
need
see Rasta. Yeah.
It's a small advice that you don't have to pay for. Movement, that's how we kick off the part. So the first question, movement, especially from the get, there's good. All right. Greetings to all at the press table. President MG, this one is for you, sir.
Who is this?
I am Baba Tunde's Stargate Communications. Before I get into my questions, I would just like to start on a positive by saying there are some things that you initiated that changed the experience for the Rastafari community, when especially from with the ganja experience and all. What more did I do, you know? But
You know, that's our next sore point. We're gonna play it, but that's how I say this. Jamaica, how much I want you, too much I want father and uncle get locked up for your split and get a police record where they can't fly, they can't do certain things, they can't get no government work and Marky G change that, you know.
Yeah.
The
And that's play
same
over
white man, the same white man wanna like a input the legislation in place for free uno up all the record we already have before from the script them when the police ain't catching you with white clean.
So the man a people man, brother. The man is
Brother.
a people man. You see when man do the people them who come from Ukraine. The man a take the call it now. He not take the praise, you know. The man bring it to the country and say,
Yeah.
brother, me I got sponsor this. Come in with me. The man not try to do that. And when they try to tell the people them say, boy, at them. The man say, nah man, I'm me man.
Yeah,
You can't say you that do it from a genuine place, brother.
yeah. But may I play it. Hold on.
we must acknowledge when positive movement. And that's how we kick off the part. So the first question. Seeing all that what we see now, maybe some 8-9 days after the election, was the People's National Party fully prepared? I have two more. I don't know if I have to pause and answer or I go with the other two.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that we didn't ultimately win the election suggests that there are areas where our preparation would have
Was
been stronger.
lacking, yes.
You know, I think that what we have come to realize going through this experience is that some of the tactics that we have to manage are not normal, orthodox, in the book tactics, but are things that are being deployed quite effectively by our opponent, which we haven't yet, I think, mastered a methodology of responding to. So I think I would say what would you regard as the orthodox way in which campaigns are conducted and way political organization is done, we were ready. But in terms of specific seats, which though those tactics were being deployed, our response to them was inadequate.
All right. So in your preparation going forward, it's a little bit of small advice that you don't have to pay for. Art of war must be studied. Next question for President NG. The positive way forward, and there are aspects of your manifesto that are tangible and excellent. What plans are in place to not wait till 2030, but to one, empower the people and implement where it can. Much appreciated.
So basically, Rasta, when I say, to all we love your plan them, we know say your opposition. Oh, what kind of plan you have in place to implement the plan them? Mark Golden have answer.
Thank you for listening. You got those?
Yeah, I mean, in response, I think that I need to actually say something about that. Our manifesto was our series of policy proposals and programs that we had intended to roll out during the first five-year term that we were in government. Those things require being in government to be rolled out. An opposition party gets no state resources to implement plans and programs. We get a modest stipend as MPs to run a constituency office, and that's it. And then there's a CDF, which is a modest sum which hasn't been adjusted for inflation for many years now, of 20 million a year, out of which 1.5 million pays to the administrator. So it's 8.5 million to be spent in a constituency with residents typically exceeding 40,000 people. So, I don't want to pretend that the opposition will be in a position to roll out things like the First in Family Scholarship or build 50,000 housing units at an affordable price for people, or to implement rent-to-own to enable persons who are currently excluded from the mortgage market to become owners of their own home, or indeed a disability fund to help persons with disabilities with $1 billion in it, and those sort of things. Those are things we want to do with reform government. What we will be able to do is individual MPs who have won will be able to pursue their own particular set of policies that they had brought to the people. Some of them will take time. It won't happen overnight. Resources are always an issue. And to the extent they're able to garner additional support through creative methods of fundraising and using the goodwill of people who might want to support those initiatives, that will determine how quickly they can do what they want to do. But it's going to be more on a constituency and MP level that you'll see things happening rather than nationally, because an opposition party is not able to, or indeed expected to, implement national policies. That's for the government of the day.
All right, so big up the Rasta. So you can't unmute now because Nation are going to go ask the question. I'm going to go over that.
That's straight up talk.
Yeah.
So the man attack on the heart, General.
That's straight talk, as right now, me I just tell you now, then get fucked. Sorry for my French, then really get. You know, listen, then get fucked. You understand? No, all I policy way man outline to no na go get it. Uno na go get it.
They can't benefit from it.
They can't benefit.
None of them in a power.
None of them in a power. So whatever the governing party in a power, whatever money them give them for working at them constituency, them have to work with.
Yeah.
But listen. The tone that Mark took on was a tone of conversation. You understand me? Them other baga one they know that start shout on top of them vice and go on with themselves. Like me feel so proud, like me want to run up and down in my scheme and me feel proud and me hear
and they would have pretty it up and tell you like say it's a true. Yeah man, it no, that's a straight talk, but end of the day, them are gonna get fucked. Cause it not they now get that the policy there.
No.
And now get that the policy there.
What I must say is that the MPs them have certain
Yeah,
plans for them
yeah,
constituency, and it's gonna be harder for them.
yeah,
But if they can use creative methods with the limited resources that they get from the government, some things might be possible.
yeah.
That they have planned. And one of the things them where that they have indicated that they want to do is attack education, which is
Yeah.
good because like even Queen of the South, her constituency office is literally a hub for help small businesses. It's like an incubator for them to start off and then go upon them own after 6 months or less, depending on how well them are do. And then it's also a place where people come to actually get courses in a different areas of skills and stuff like that. So it's a hub for education and building businesses for Queen of the South. She has already started that initiative, and I'm sure she's gonna use her resources very wisely to help as much people in her constituency to benefit from that. But it would have been further advanced if her government had won the election. There's no doubt about it. It
Yeah,
would
but
have been
also
fast track.
Also, Bolo, and you see the thing about it is that each time we delve into each topic, it opens more a wider spectrum as to what is really taking place. Because this that you just indicated, it leads us to go back to we're not trying to belabor the point of the whole Eastern Portland situation. But
Yes.
when you based off what you have just said, and for persons who would have said that those persons are ungrateful or whatever it is, fixing road is a part of what her profile is supposed to be. But at the same time, what else have you been doing that would facilitate persons in the constituency that would benefit? You understand what I'm saying? So while roads are good,
Yes.
what else have you done that would empower not just some young people, but farmers, householders? You understand what I'm saying? Even
Yes.
persons who are operating businesses. You understand? So really and truly, this conversation is always going to be ongoing, and only persons who are not just thinking from one aspect will really delve into the different situation and understand. I guess what happened? We blundered as a nation, not giving the PNP the opportunity to do this
Exactly.
for our country.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
How
And by
many?
extension, sorry, let me just finish and then
No,
I
go
can.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead,
Right.
go ahead. Go
And
ahead.
then by extension, based off how these people are, they are not going to even come to the table and say, guess what happened? You did mention some things in your manifesto, and let us have a conversation as to how we can put it together to ensure that Jamaicans benefit. You understand? But like Dayton had said before, they're the persons who are always tooting the horn saying this, and it is not accurate. And we need to move away from that. Give the people the correct information. Because at the end, I don't know everything. I come over here and I learn something. You understand what I'm saying? I go on another platform and I learn something. And at the end of the day, this is what we need to do as a people. We can't just close down our ears because say, what happened? A PNP attack and PNP not make no sense or whatever. Because at the end of the day, come next week, Tuesday, when this man is sworn in, what happened? We're going to be here. We're going to be here. You understand? But nonetheless, thank you for having me on your program, Bolo. Much respect to your other persons on the platform, and I'll continue to watch from in the chat. All right.
Respect.
Much respect. Yeah.
Maurice, you have been quiet. I've been trying to unmute you. What you have to? Well, Maurice, drop off.
Yeah.
Where I said Delta boss. Oh, Maurice, sorry, Maurice, go ahead. Me nah hear. Where is it?
Love your program go on,
Yes, you have anything to contribute in the conversation?
Yeah, man, I love how you go on, man. I love how you beat them.
Boy, something wrong with you. I think I use a Bluetooth and it mess up. You not hear. You sound like you're there underwater.
Then
Yeah. We're not here. Your microphone is. Your mic is trash. Oh my God! But big up yourself still, man. I think I get what you're saying. You appreciate the program and stuff like that. All right, big up yourself. But yeah, we start out the microphone. You probably need to jump off and jump on back. Delta Boss, talk to me.
Yeah, so one of the things when me hear them highlighting at the conference where people get money, them get the opportunity for work, and them get money for stay home, and them get money not to go vote. You see
Yeah.
this thing, you see this voter thing right now. More and them, more it be like jury, like when they forgot jury. If you take bribe, if you bribe somebody, and if you take the bribery, not for vote for your right, me feel like say yo, you fi go to prison.
I think it's an ethical thing, Delta, more than something where they can tangibly prove or prosecute people on. It really it boils down to the people of the country
Yeah, but
valuing
listen, yeah,
themselves.
you know where I say still but trust me, yo, this a go on for decades,
A long time, yeah.
and we see now we are see how it really
Affect the
affect
country.
affect the country. And yo, if
Yeah.
you know say you get a work at a polling station to see that everything work good for the democracy of the country,
Right.
and somebody from the other party come and bribe you and tell you say don't go work or do or miss not box.
Yeah.
Bro, remember say no. Whatever, remember say people life and people want better, and you make that swing to the other way and people get nabbed. Bro, me I tell you, say, man, you need to go to prison. Me feel like I saw them to do it, brother.
Yeah, I mean, me agree with you still, don't get me wrong, bro.
Yeah, me know, yeah, because you know you're right, but trust me, bro, it hurt. You
Yeah,
understand
man.
what I say?
It hurt,
And
man.
this is what the
No,
governing party doing.
Denise said the young people them a do it. No, big people are do it too.
All big people can't hear one now.
Big people are do it too.
Them do it because listen, alright, yeah, you give me a 20 grand one time and done, or you give me a $50,000 one time and done. But you know, look on the long term and say, yo, John Star, we want some policies and want something to come and you hear all the plans of the man highlight out and what go take place. I don't know, sell that, sell that out for 20 grand for $15,000. Eh?
5 grand a year, bro. 5 grand a year. 25,000.
Bro,
5 grand a year.
yo, John Star, we're down at Jamaica, the food rate is high. $1,000 can't cook your good
Well,
son.
I want thing me know now. I want thing me know now, bro. You see, if what the people them come say to me earlier, I don't remember if I you said the US dollar go to 200.
Don't believe it. Believe it. Believe it. Believe it. Yeah, man.
It's gonna be dark days in Jamaica. It's gonna be dark days for our economy, and no people now go find food for them. It got too expensive. It got too expensive.
And there you go now, you got the pan handout.
Yes, sweet Marie. It is obvious the JLP is doing a horrible job. Not just that, they are not doing a good job, they are doing a horrible job. Horrible. You see the things that the JLP is taking credit for, like financial prudence and discipline. It's not they are not the authors or the fathers or the mothers of it. Alright? That is the first thing. Alright? It is Mama P that reset the economy and set it so with the help of Mark Golding, because it was a policy thing where they set the economy where we get the debt to GDP at a certain level every year, because the government, whoever is in power, has to follow these laws. Alright? So go and educate yourself before and what the JLP has failed to do, which I believe they can do, but they are sabotaging our country because they are working for people outside of our country and entities outside of Jamaica. They are not working in the best interest of us. I believe they have sabotaged Jamaica. They have failed the agricultural system. They have increased, doubled the importation rate. So we're not producing anything. We're importing all of this. That money has to be paid in US dollars because it's overseas. So it's putting a strain on our economy. The dollar keeps going up. They are 161 now. No, me say that got 200 at some point in the near future. We have a $5,000 bill. The economy has not grown at more than 1.5% in how much years. Other economies in the Caribbean has grown post the pandemic and post burial. Why Jamaica not growing? I do not believe that the Jamaica Labour Party is incapable of growing the economy. I believe they are sabotaging this country. That is what I believe. That is what I believe in the core of my being. They are evil, they are wicked, and they are working on behalf of outside entities. That is my belief. Alright? Based off what I am seeing. Anthony, where I say? All the sportsmen them are left Jamaica. And I pledge their allegiance to other countries. All the sportsmen them. What can go so? It gets so bad. Everybody is leaving the country.
Mommy gone out here. You just met her with Amelia.
Hello? Hello? You're on the live? Hello? Miss?
Can't think about her now.
Winnie Mato, you're
No, she don't know, say,
That's insane. That's actually insane. Who are these outside entities? Have you read the Bible? Have you heard about the one world order? Have you heard them tell you that they actually have a one world order? Have you been listening to the outside entities that tell you their agenda for the world? So you don't know that they're outside entities, like the UN that they have signed off certain things to. It's like, why are these things foreign to some people in 2025? How do you not know about this? Why is what I'm saying sounding foreign? I am not no brilliant person. They have been screaming at the top of their lungs their agenda for the last how much years? The pandemic was a test. The pandemic was a test. You know, come off of me something. Come off of me something. You're being disingenuous. You're being very disingenuous. Come off of me something. I mean, I have time to entertain. Yeah, the pandemic was test number one. And persons like that person, when the imposter son a while ago, they are going to feel it the most. Because, you know, they come on these things and they act like that they are oblivious to what is actually going on in the world. And, you know, just to support the evil party, the witchcraft party, just to do that, they come on here. Boy, me I tell you, Marlon Malawi Fort I go be Minister of Justice. Hey! Me say, the labor right them I go ball out. Boy! She I go be the Minister of Justice? Jesus, hey, the man in Lego the witch in the Ministry of Justice. This not safe enough? Bolo, you see, I hear the new ministry. Them for the them and I listened to it last night, man, for Andre Stevens, man. Big up Andre. Yeah, man, I listened to it last night for Andre Stevens' show. For Naja TV. I was listening to it. Yeah, man, them I go ball out, man. Me know say me go ball out to come there Jamaica, you know, so me I go feel the pinch, you know, but Father God is with the eye, man, you know what I mean?